around a large container of ice cream, you may be better off with these single serves. Now these guys, one serving each, but sometimes you find containers at markets that look like one serving that actually have two servings. So what you need to do is flip those labels around and read it carefully. This is my friend. Let's talk about toppings. Can't have ice cream without some fun toppings. Now, there are some conventional toppings like sprinkles over here. These are not too bad, believe it or not. They're sweet, they're pretty, they're so cute. I love them. They have about like 20 or 30 calories for an average serving. And then light chocolate syrup, an old standby. Can't go wrong with that. But there are also some unconventional toppings that I personally love. Mini rice cake, caramel flavor, apple cinnamon flavor. Crush those up, throw them on your ice cream. I also like, believe it or not, sweet breakfast cereals. Chocolate flavored or peanut butter flavored, only about a handful for 20 calories, a nice crunchy ice cream topping. And last but not least, freeze-dried fruit. Freeze-dried fruit is so low in calories, so delicious, and it tastes great on ice cream. Moving on to frozen novelties. They sound fun, novelties. A lot of them are actually on a stick, but just because something's on a stick doesn't mean it's a good choice. You want to stick with ones that have less than 150 calories and 5 grams of fat. To get that chocolate fix, fudge bars that are fat-free or low in fat are a great idea. I also love fruit bars. These are fat-free and way lower than 100 calories. Pretty good. Now, let's say you want that ice cream feel, that lush creaminess, but you don't actually want to eat ice cream. Here is my best tip ever. Bananas, mangoes, these two fruits freeze better than all the other fruits on the planet. Most fruit, if you freeze it, it's icy. This stuff, it's creamy. So you take frozen bananas or frozen mango, add them to smoothies, and they will make a delicious, sweet, creamy, ice cream-like treat. So there you have it. Now you know how to enjoy the coolest dessert at the market completely guilt-free. When we come back, we're shaking things up with my classic Cookie-rific ice cream freeze. And ice cream in the oven? Huh? Yep, it's my big, beautiful Baked Alaska. Are you at home, like, scrambling to write down all the recipes? Are you sitting there with your favorite pen and a notebook? Stop it, okay? Just relax, have a good time, watch the show, and then log on to foodnetwork.com/hungrygirl, and all the recipes will be there. Chill out. It's all about ice cream here today, and right now I'm going to make one of my favorite ice cream-like shakes. It's called a Cookie-rific ice cream freeze, and it's a little bit like a cookies and cream shake. And I'm starting off with this, oh, this smells great, sugar-free French vanilla powdered creamer, which I like to use to make things creamy and vanilla-y. It adds a little sweetness too. And I dissolve that, that's a teaspoon, I'm dissolving that in 1 ounce of warm water. That makes sure this stuff melts. If you just throw this into some cool liquid, it doesn't really melt so well. Now for the fun part. In this blender, this is a half a packet of chocolate wafer crisps from one of those 100-calorie packs. You could also use chocolate grams if you have those at home. You'll use 3/4 of a sheet of those grams if you have them. So I'm gonna put my creamer in there, and next up, light vanilla soy milk, 3/4 of a cup of this. This is my milk of choice. It's creamy, it has a vanilla flavor, it's low in fat, and it's not overly sweet, but you get the vanilla flavor without getting a lot of sugar or a lot of calories from sweetness. And instead, I'm gonna use some no-calorie sweeteners to sweeten it up. So these are 2 packets of no-calorie sweetener, which, by the way, actually does have some calories, 4 calories a packet, not a lot, but it's not exactly 0 calories, just a little known fact. And I'm gonna add some ice cream. Can't have an ice cream kind of shake without the ice cream. Just 1/4 of a cup. It's fat-free vanilla ice cream. There we go. And believe it or not, what I think is actually one of the most important things in this entire recipe, ice. 1 to 2 cups of ice in this. You want ice that is good, solid, fresh ice. No freezer burn ice. I will not hear of it, okay? Let's get that into the blender. We're gonna blend this for about 45 seconds to a minute. There it is, I think she's done. That smells chocolatey. It's nice and thick. Look at that. That fits perfectly, and of course, fat-free whipped cream on top. Can't have one of these without fat-free whipped cream. That is amazing. You can really taste the cookies. It's so creamy. I love that. Who needs the drive-through? Not me. And only 166 calories and 3 grams of fat. But the treats don't end here. Check this out. I have one of my favorite ice cream finds right here. This is a secret find called Arctic Zero. It's ice cream that has 150 calories for the entire container. Each serving has just 37 calories, so look at this. This is the whole pint right here for 150 calories. If you're the kind of person that sits down and watches television and grabs a pint of ice cream and doesn't stop shoveling until the ice cream is gone, this is for you. Now, to find out more about it and where to get it, go to foodnetwork.com/hungrygirl. Next, the dessert of your dreams, my Big Beautiful Baked Alaska. It's sweet, creamy, and crunchy. We are back, and it is a non-stop ice cream party here today in Hungry Girl Land, and I am making one of the coolest, literally, desserts of all time, my Big Beautiful Baked Alaska. Say that 3 times fast. Big Beautiful Baked Alaska. It's a very retro dessert. It was extremely popular in the 50s and 60s, and it is back and better than ever. It seems like it would be complicated because it has to be made in stages, but it's actually pretty easy to do, I promise you. So right now I'm covering it in meringue, and while I make this look beautiful, I'm gonna show you how I did it. Check it out. Cover a medium-large bowl with plastic wrap, letting the extra wrap fall over the sides. Pack in 3 cups of softened, fat-free vanilla ice cream. Smooth the top. You want nice, even layers. And then it's time for more ice cream. Repeat with 2 cups of softened, light strawberry ice cream. Use a different scooper and spatula for strawberry so you don't get swirls in the layers. Press 16 reduced fat vanilla wafer cookies onto the ice cream in a single layer, rounded side down. I could eat those all by themselves. Cover with plastic wrap. Put in the freezer for 8 hours to firm up the ice cream. When it's almost ready to serve, make the meringue. To a large bowl, add half a cup of egg whites and 1/8 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Beat on high speed until fluffy and slightly stiff. About 3 minutes. When fluffy, gradually add 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated no-calorie sweetener, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Continue beating until the mixture is fully blended and stiff peaks form, 2 to 3 minutes. Next, get the ice cream from the freezer. Pull off the plastic, put a 9-inch pie pan over the bowl, flip, and remember, make sure whatever pan you use is oven safe. Gently tug on the plastic wrap to get the ice cream to release, and pull off the plastic. Cover with meringue, and tap to create peaks that'll brown up and be nice and pretty. You see, not difficult at all. So now that it's all covered in meringue and it looks all spiky and pretty, I'm gonna get this in the oven. Goes into a 500-degree oven for just 3 minutes. The ice cream will not melt. The meringue will get beautiful and toasty. Okay, let's get this in there. Wow, that's gorgeous. This truly is a masterpiece. And it's so easy to make it look that pretty too. Anytime I can make a dessert look this good, I am proud of myself. And I'm gonna dig right in. Now, a serving of this is 1/8 of this Baked Alaska. This is actually great to serve at parties. People are always wowed by this, just because of how gorgeous and delicious it is. And you'd never know that it's guilt-free, ever. I'm not gonna let any of it stay behind because I want it all. Time for a bite. The meringue is fluffy and delicious. The ice cream remains frozen. The cookies remain crispy. I love you. And it only has 182 calories a slice. That is a slam dunk home run. I love this. Baked Alaska, clearly making a comeback. And as we've learned today, you can enjoy ice cream completely guilt-free no matter where you are. So go out and scream for ice cream. I'm Lisa Lillian. Till next time, chew the right thing.